This is Father Dominic Holtz coming to you from Rome, Italy, with a word of hope for Monday, the 29th of April, the feast of St. Catherine of Siena. If we say we are without sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. That's what the Apostle St. John warns us about today, and it reminds us of the Hans Christian Andersen story about the emperor's new clothes. If you recall the story, the emperor fashioned himself a very fashionable man, but he spent all of his money and time worrying about his clothes rather than the empire. A couple of scam artists came in to fool the emperor. They claimed to make a marvelous garment which only the truly fashionable, the truly cultured, and the truly wise could see. Of course, they didn't make him any clothes at all, but the emperor didn't want to seem unfashionable or foolish, and so he pretended to see a wonderful garment. As, of course, did all the members of the court. They didn't want to pretend that they were foolish, so they saw or pretended to see marvelous clothes on their naked emperor. The emperor then paraded through the streets of the city, and all the people in the city claimed to see the wonderful clothes that the emperor was wearing, except for one young boy, who was startled by the appearance of a naked emperor, and he pointed out and said, "But he's not wearing any clothes." The story interestingly ends with the emperor nonetheless marching on with his head held high, continuing to live, a life of self-deception. The challenge of sin is that it doesn't tell us the truth about ourselves. It may tell us partial truths. It's not that we don't sin at all, but in order to succeed at sinning, we have to lie to ourselves. If we were truly to admit what we were doing when we sinned, then we would have to stop sinning. We wouldn't want to do that thing. So to do the thing that we crave, to do the thing that we're tempted to do, we lie about it. We lie about ourselves. We lie about the things around us. And those lies build up. The people around us who want our favor or our friendship help us in those lies. And they lie to themselves and they say, "Oh no, he's not doing something so terribly bad." Or perhaps like St. Catherine herself, you're tempted the other way. She was given insight about the sins of others, but then God warned her that this insight came not from him, but from the devil in order to trap her, because when she saw the sins of others, she was tempted to judge them, to think of herself better than them because she did not share in their sinfulness, rather than show mercy seeing that others are sinful. The only way out of this devilish trap of self-deception is, as St. John tells us, to turn to our advocate Jesus Christ. Not to seek to rescue ourselves from sin, to pretend that we finally accomplished freedom from our own sinfulness, but to realize that even if we sin, which we will, we have an advocate before the Father who is Jesus Christ, whose blood washes us from our sins and makes us into new creatures fit for enjoying forever the love of God. And that, my brothers and sisters, is a word of hope.